Baby, you know I want all of you, and it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know I want all of you, and it feels like you don't want me to. I don't understand what I have to do for me to get through to you, 'cause I don't feel secure, it's true, baby, and I just want what's best for you. I can't make up my mind if I should make you mine. Baby, you know I want all of you, and it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know I want all of you, and it feels like you don't want me to.
Baby, let me speak my mind. I don't wanna waste my time. For the love I've got for you, you know my love is true. You all I want.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: 18 individuals and one organization received National Day Awards on Independence Day yesterday. At that ceremony, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerry disclosed that a new minimum wage will come into effect on December 1, 2025. Today is National Day of Community Service in Dominica, and news from the regional scene. The Antigua and Barbuda opposition leader raises the issue of corruption in Independence Day speech in Antigua. Details of the morning news right after this.
Love the white and bright. A cash, pass off the double fight. Care what salt Kevin the washing machine. It's yourself clean and white bleach me. X2 goes a dash, try something. Clean and white bleach all rounder. Who's a 7 one love guy? That's why who told by you? Who disinfect bombs on you? Who let why go to a twist? Can remove voltage. That's why a time. Every women that clean and white bleach many hands somewhere. Your vest is as white as snow and your calzone. Level keys on piano. Clean and white is the right white. That's why
Locally distributed by Fine Foods, Inc. Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. The news this morning brought to listeners through the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, and Petro Caribe. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. A new national minimum wage for Dominica to come into effect on December 1, 2025. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit made the announcement in his Independence Day address to the nation at Windsor Park yesterday. He said the new minimum wage comes on the heels of salary increases for public officers.
Salary increases and new appointments for public officers, including teachers, nurses, and police officers, speak to our deep gratitude for the dedicated service and our commitment to their well-being. Salary increases and adjustments which are presently being implemented form part of our continued efforts to reward hard work and strengthen the public service. We are moving decisively toward another increase in the national minimum wage, following the last adjustment in 2021, so that every worker in Dominica receives fair compensation for their labor. This initiative is an expansion of our belief in equity, in the dignity of our people, and in shared prosperity. A report from the advisory committee has been reviewed by the cabinet, and following further consultations with stakeholders, a new minimum wage will be implemented by December 1st, 2025, just in time for Christmas.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Mr. Skerrit also announced the expansion of Clear Harbor in Dominica.
Building on the foundational progress, I am pleased to share that Clear Harbor is once again expanding its operations in Dominica with the addition of another new client, its second in just a few months. This development comes at a time when the company, like many others, has faced its share of challenges, making this renewal and growth all the more meaningful. It speaks to Clear Harbor's enduring confidence in our economy and in the skill and professionalism of the Dominican people. We have been advised that this expansion will generate 300 job opportunities for our young people. I extend heartfelt thanks to Clear Harbor for its continued partnership and for believing in Dominica's potential and promise.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit at the Independence Day rally yesterday. At yesterday's Independence Day ceremony at Windsor Park, former Prime Ministers, the late Rosie Douglas and Pierre Charles, were posthumously awarded the nation's highest honor, the Dominica Award of Honor, in recognition of their sterling contributions to national development. Chief Executive Officer of the International Airport Development Company, Samuel Johnson, religious leader Reverend J. Evans Dodds, and medical doctor Basil Fadipe received the second highest award, the Cicero Award of Honor. Hannah Clarendon for service in agriculture and trade, Lennox Abraham for child welfare and cricket umpiring, Titus Francis, community development and local governance, Dr. Victor Emmanuel for medicine, Boniface Lloyd for religion and agriculture, Shirley Augustine, nursing and health management, Anita Bully for culture and creative industries, Haig Thomas, environmental health and community development, Prosper Paris, culture and community development, and the third Maho Scout Troop for youth development and volunteerism received the Meritorious Service Award. Elroy Pioche for agriculture and community service, Ibrahim Brohim for business, Caesarina Farrell for nursing, and Irvin Tosh Williams for public service received the Services Medal of Honor. Chief Executive Officer of the International Airport Development Company, Samuel Johnson, received Dominica's second highest award.
Well, humble and very appreciative to be recognized at home. It's one thing to get accolades outside, but you hear people, the refrain that, you're never recognized in your own homeland. So to be back and to be given the opportunity to make a contribution, and which is great by itself, but also to be recognized for it is even better. So it feels very appreciative and humble at the same time.
Lennox Abraham was recognized for his many years as coordinator of the Operation Youthquake and being president of the Dominica Cricket Umpires Association over several years.
Well, I'm very humbled. I want to give thanks, first of all, to God, who has given me the strength and the energy over the years to continue to do my duties. I also want to say thank you to the government of Dominica for giving me this award. And I can't leave out my family, my wife especially, who has been a rock of support for me, my children. They are very supportive, so I want to say thank you to them too for their support. I also want to say thank you to the members of staff of Operation Youthquake who have supported me over the years I was at Operation Youthquake. I appreciate what they did for me. And to everyone, the gentleman who sponsored me, who gave my name for the awards, I want to thank him personally. And all my friends and members of my family, I just want to say thank you. There is still a lot we can do for young people in Dominica. Just looking at the situation young people in Dominica. So I generally feel that it is work in progress. Much more can be done to help the young people.
And that's Lennox Abraham. Irvin Williams served at the Inland Revenue Department for many years.
I feel good. I mean, when you are recognized, I mean, there's some kind of accomplishment that people recognize your service. And I mean, coming from the tax department, sometimes I always feel the tax department or the tax collectors are forgotten. And that's one time they have been remembered, so I feel good about it. When you look at it, there is a trend I can see that the government trying to do a lot for the people, and by that reducing a lot of taxes, because for the past years every time taxes are reduced, so that's very good for the people, because I mean you can't really be forced to pay a lot of tax, or that they are forced. The laws provide that people should really pay taxes, and that's one thing with the government. They have increased allowances, they have reduced the tax rate, so that's something really good that keeps a lot of money in people's pockets. So I'm proud of that. Really coming from the tax department, I mean, you make suggestions, you give advice as to how you can do certain things to benefit the populace. And I see that has done quite a bit by reduction in taxes and increase in allowances.
And that's Irvin Tosh Williams. The 3rd Maho Scout Troop is led by Davidson John.
The country sees fitting to recognize the Scout Troop for 45 years of service to the state. The Scout Troop have been assisting in many different ways in our community throughout the country. And personally see it fitting to recommend us to the government so that we could be awarded today, which I find that was very good of the state for recognizing the Scout Troop for the number of service we have given. We have produced men and women who are continuing their service to the state in different fields, in different areas, which we are very grateful for them keeping up the Scout movement, the training that they have received, and passing it on in other areas of development in our country. Presently now, the drum major for the government band is a former band member and a former band major for our Scout Troop. You have members within the Cadet Corps as well from the Scout Troop. You have persons who have served in different government departments who are still serving, who were Scouts. So we can help to develop on our end to make things better for our country.
And that's Davidson John of the 3rd Maho Scout Troop. DBS News will bring other excerpts from other recipients of National Day Awards. We'll bring that to you in subsequent newscasts. The Cultural Division has presented the annual Lifetime Achievement Award to Alexander Chesterfield Seraphine of Good Hope. The award was presented during Cultural Gala at Botanic Gardens on Sunday.
Chesterfield is most popularly known as he began his musical journey in 1978 as a member of the Shanty Stars of Good Hope. His passion for music, dedication to cultural preservation have made him a respected figure in Dominica's cultural landscape. In 1992, he recorded the popular song Nuvini Palebao and co-founded the Songmasters Band, contributing significantly to the growth and vibrancy of local music. Mr. Seraphin's involvement extended beyond performance. He has played an active role in Heritage Day celebrations in Saint-Sauveur in 1993, and during the Christmas season, he engaged young people in the serenal activities of the Christian Children's Fund, helping to keep his cherished tradition alive. In 1994, he participated in the National Calypso competition with the song We Don't Know Who Is Kung Fu Man and Bring Susie in Town. An accomplished guitarist, songwriter, and singer, Mr. Seraphin has dedicated decades to the advancement of Dominica's music and the preservation of cultural heritage. His lifelong commitment to the arts continues to inspire both his peers and younger generations. Today, the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development, together with the Cultural Division, proudly presents the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Alexander Chesterfield Seraphin.
And that's J.L. Joseph at the Botanic Gardens during Cultural Gala on Sunday. Meanwhile, 9-year-old Noah Stevenson of Dubla took the Young Artist Award, and the E.O. Libler Trophy went to Echoes of Tradition Cultural Group of Petit Soufriere. 55 projects island-wide will be undertaken today for National Day of Community Service. Local Government Commissioner Glenroy Tousse says a wide range of projects will be undertaken in the various communities.
Things are moving on smoothly for National Day of Community Service. We have 55 projects approved island-wide to be undertaken for National Day of Community Service 2025. And this year we are doing a combination of projects, which will be beautification, environmental enhancement. We're talking about a small infrastructural projects such as roads and drains and things of that nature. And importantly, we recognize clearly that particularly for the small projects, there's need in some communities to improve some village roads and some drains to mitigate impact of flooding and things of that nature. So those sort of projects will be encouraged this year as well. We have not left out any communities, so the projects will be in all of the communities in Dominica. The most we can do is encourage people. It has become a national event on the calendar of event for the independence celebration. In fact, it culminates independence celebrations. And so in an effort to encourage this national pride, National Day of Community Service really is to engage people to participate in some activity, some physical activity during the day in their communities to enhance the community by and large, but importantly for there to be some sort of community cohesion. People interact, people socialize, the chat, share ideas and things of that nature as well. So it's not only the work, but also there is a need for strengthening communities, and we're hoping that can happen.
And that's the local government commissioner, Glenroy Toussaint. DBS Radio will be playing its part today throughout the day as we bring on some reports from the various communities. And some of the DBS personnel will be out in the various districts reporting on today, National Day of Community Service. Antigua and Barbuda's opposition leader, Jamali Pringle, uses 44th independence message to deliver a call for national integrity, urging Antiguans to reclaim the moral foundation upon which the country was built. Pringle said the nation's independence must go beyond parades and patriotism to a renewed commitment to transparency and accountability. He said at this moment, the dark shadow of corruption threatens our nation's progress and has eroded our trust in government, institutions, and even in the church and civil society. But Prime Minister Gaston Brown reaffirmed his government's stance on accountability and good governance. He said the government's entrenched policy adopted and enforced precludes him and anyone in his household from engaging in any form of government contracting or procurement, saying this is to remove any opportunity for theft or abuse of public resources. Mr. Brown is saying there's no corruption in government. Well, that's a look at the DBS Major Morning News. Don't go away. The Sports Report comes up shortly.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from NBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your mobile banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with cricket news. Former president of the Dominica Cricket Umpires Association, Lennox Abraham, has called on cricket umpires to put their house in order and establish a new executive. Mr. Abraham received the Meritorious Service Award on Independence Day for cricket umpiring and child welfare.
As you know, we presently at a standstill, because we have umpires who need to move a step forward. Fortunately for us, up to last Sunday, we had one member taking his oral exams. We have about 3 of them in the background so they can do their final exams. So I am hoping they will come on board and that our association will be strengthened. To be quite honest with you, we have been trying to call a meeting so we can have an annual general meeting, and this is just not coming through. So we are hoping and encouraging our umpires to come on board. Let's put an executive in place, because presently there is only one young lady who is working, Mrs. Hyacinth, and she's doing a good job in keeping the association together. But we need the other umpires to come on board so we can build up the association in what it used to be 20, 25 years ago.
And that's the former president of the Dominica Cricket Umpires Association, Lennox Abraham. Some domino news. The Julius Timothy Independence Domino League is heating up. Here is the coordinator, Delvin Esprit, reporting on games played at the weekend.
Exciting matches were played during the independent weekend after a short break due to the unfortunate passing of league sponsor Julius Timothy in matches played. Badside 3016, Babda 2976 in a very close game. Brigade Stars 3004, Marcy Square 1540. Badside 3008, Itasi Stars 2541. Warriors 3005, NATO Full Effects 1684. Brutal Forces 3039, Non-Players 2419. West Coast Cretchin and Jerry Adrian Valiance 3001, Roadblock 2620. Brigade Stars Destroy Wake Up Stars. Final scores: Brigade Stars 3004, Wake Up Stars 2056. Badside 3033, Roadside 2543. Warriors 3004, Roadblock 2357. Babdad 3007, Roadside 2468. And Wake Up Stars 3031, Marcy Square 2341. Going into the weekend, as action continues, as teams look to put themselves in a position to walk away with the Julius Timothy Domino Championship. On Wednesday, Itasi Stars travel to Portsmouth to play Roadside. Thursday, Focus will meet non-players in Woodford, and BS Stars will travel to Pebbles to play Marcy Square. And on Friday, Focus will meet White City in Grand Four. All matches begin at 7 p.m. On Saturday at 6 p.m., Wake Up Stars travel to Anzime to play BS Stars. Roadblock meet NATO Full Effects in Rivier Street, and West Coast Cretchin and Jerry Adrian Valiant travel to Marigot to play Warriors. And on Sunday, some important matches will be played. That's when BS Stars travel to Marigot to play Warriors. The unbeaten Brutal Forces will meet Badside in Grand Bay. Babdad, who's focusing Grand Four. White City travel to Portsmouth to play Roadside. Roadblock with Brigade Stars in Tibu. NATO Full Effects travel to Pebbles to play Marcy Square. And Wake Up Stars will come up against West Coast Cretchin and Jerry Adrian Valiance in Portsmouth. Delvin Esprit reporting.
Thank you very much, Delvin Esprit, for a full report on the Julius Timothy Independence Domino League. Some cricket news. Cricket West Indies CWI announced the T20 squad for the tour of New Zealand. The squad includes Matthew Ford, who returns after recovering from a shoulder injury sustained in August. Shama Springer has been included to bolster the seam bowling options following injuries to the fast bowling unit. Gudakesh Moti has been excluded from the series following a dip in form and will undertake targeted technical training in collaboration with the Royal Sports Group ahead of his participation in the South Africa 20 and in preparation for the 2026 T20 World Cup. The West Indies squad is Shea Hope, the captain, Alec Athenaeus, Akeem Ogis, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Amir Jangu, Brandon King, Carrie Pierre, Ruffman Powell, Shafane Rutherford, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepherd, and Shama Springer. The 5-match T20 series will begin tomorrow in New Zealand. The West Indies are fresh from a 3-0 series win in the T20 series in Bangladesh last week. So the West Indies will begin their T20 series in New Zealand tomorrow. They've just beaten Bangladesh 3-0 in their T20 series. Finally, some football news. The former DFA Premier League side, Bath Estate, they are just one win away from a return to the Premier League as they've advanced to the finals of the DFA competition. Bath Estate knocked out RC Doctors in a hard-fought semi-final Saturday at the DFA Technical Center. Neil Lee and Nikwan Binwa scored for Bath Estate as they took the match by 2-0. Bath Estate captain Eustace Marshall says, while the club is happy to be back in the finals, it was not their best showing.
I feel like we came in the game lackadaisical because we knew the opponents we going up against. I feel we supposed to load them tonight, but I feel we played the game slow and we didn't capitalize on our chances.
All right, let's talk about the game. We saw, Lee and of course, other players being amongst the goals, but Anthony Frederick and Kerrick Walters really dominated the midfield. A word on them and their performance tonight.
I mean, Kerrick and Anthony, former national players that have, the vast experience to come in and dominate any game, and tonight they showed that, they showed their qualities on the pitch, and I still think they could do more because we played a little slow as well, so.
All right, let's look ahead to the finals. Mighty Avengers, that's the guys that you're going to be up against. Based on how you guys performed tonight, what do you think you might need to do for the finals?
We need to do more about what we did in previous games. I think that is one of our worst games. Not worst, but we didn't play to the best of our abilities. Against Mighty Avengers, that is a game personally I'm looking forward to, because the coach had a lot to say, in the free draw during the group stage. So that is a game I personally looking forward to.
Jay, after being relegated and now one win away from a return to the Premier League, what does it say about Bath State and the work that you guys put in the off-season and in the Division 1?
Like I said last year, and I'll continue to say, it's a young squad. So right now, it's data the youngsters have a lot of belief in themselves and back themselves to come and perform on the big stage. They have all the potential in the world to be potential national players. And I just think that they need to just embrace the opportunities given and push forward.
And that's the Bath State captain, Eustace Marshall. Meantime, Bath State will meet the Do It Center Mighty Avengers in the finals. That's because the Mighty Avengers put 4 goals past St. Joseph in the other semi-final encounter. Well, the Do It Center Mighty Avengers will meet Bath State in the finals on Saturday. That too is a look at the DBS morning news and sports. We don't have another newscast today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock on behalf of the news and sports departments and our link person, Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning. Hazari, it's possible you will hear me somewhere around the west. I will be most likely be doing some coverage of National Day of Community Service. So you should be hearing me possibly in the next 45 minutes or so as we bring coverage of National Day of Community Service. Good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from MBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
This is DBS Radio.
28 minutes before 8. Up next, we'll bring you your morning's weather report.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
Your morning's weather report made possible compliments Flo Dominica and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Your morning's weather report valid from 6 a.m. today, Tuesday.